200.
Hey.
200th show. Tonight's a busy night for us. We got a couple of reviews. Actually, one review that I had one of TikTok people send in to Coach because, and we'll get to that later on. Also, we're going to talk about the third date rule. Tonight we'll talk about the third date rule. I apologize for these dogs. There's nothing I can do about it. And we'll be talking about that later. I posted the third date rule, and I got a lot of flack from a lot of people. But we'll talk about that. I'm sure you two guys know about that.
Well, I've heard the 2-date rule, second date rule. This is third.
This is third date rule. Yeah.
I didn't know there were any rules. I know nothing about rules for dating.
I know because you've been married for like 45 years.
Right.
No,
So
hey.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about that stuff.
You wouldn't
Listen, I was out on a date last night.
Oh, wait a minute.
So we'll talk about that.
Oh,
And I want to tell you, a lot of times, fire safety is important, right?
Definitely.
Definitely. I've been looking to upgrade my my fire alarms and in the households, because I have Kitty. Kitty is the name brand, and they have different brands. So I just want to review that tonight with you guys and stuff like that. And there's a lot of things to talk about. The village girls, not the village girls, the golf cart girls were supposed to be on tonight, but they weren't camera ready, and so they thought it was an audio show, which it is actually, but they'll be on next week with us, and so
Joe, is there any chance we can get the golf carts on if we can't get the girls?
Well, so I hope that I'm hoping that they do their actual show or their stick from the golf cart. I think that'd be really cool. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it might be too hot.
It's hot here. It's hot in LA.
Yeah. I mean, it's been really, really hot here and things. And so, but yeah. So tonight the coach is with me, of course, and Tony.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we had a late start because my dogs kept on barking.
And I was at the beach. And I was at the beach.
Yeah, Tony went to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Tony went to the beach. Would you go to Hampton Beach, Tony?
No, I was
Right.
I was in Rye.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you knew that.
You don't go to the beach and not eat. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know that.
You
Yeah.
don't.
Every time you go to the beach, you get hungry.
You gotta be.
I did get hungry and I didn't eat. All right.
No, I mean,
All right. I'm kind of
All right.
I'm bending the truth a little. We did stop for ice cream after the beach.
Well, there you go.
no,
That's all I've eaten today. So
No, I wouldn't go for ice cream.
I want to give there's a place in Andover, Massachusetts called Joe Fish. We've been there.
Oh yeah, I like it.
And they sell lobster roll. It's I don't know how many ounces of meat in the lobster roll. It's $80 for the lobster roll, which is quite pricey. But after 8 o'clock, it's $40. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's a place around here we go and get like 2. Why don't we get one free?
Yeah, the Tuckaway Tavern, Joe. We got to go there sometime on a Monday or Tuesday when you're not working.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Coach and I went. Coach and I went. When was it? About a month ago.
Yeah, just Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday. We
Buy
buy
one,
one,
get
get
one.
one free. Yeah, really?
And these things are loaded. These things are loaded to the gill.
Really?
We can make 4 sandwiches out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I think they're like $39 for 2 of them.
Oh, that's not bad.
And I want to give a shout out to the Dirty Bird appetizer. Coach didn't think it was going to be that good. I told him they were good. Coach, why don't you give a review on the Dirty Bird wings?
I forget.
No, you
Dirty Bird, the Dirty
Chicken
Bird
wings.
chicken wings.
Yeah.
You said they were the best you ever had.
Oh, probably were, but I forget.
No,
Oh,
you didn't
God.
forget.
All right, that's a little.
He didn't forget.
I forget.
But
I've had all something to do with the sauce, I would say, right?
yeah, I just want to this rebuttal to Coach. This is specifically from Coach from this particular person, and so she wants to show Coach what she can do, and so I'm going to bring her up right now, and Coach, you can critique her.
Is she one of these fake girls you brought up earlier?
No. She's real. She's real. So
She
go
doesn't
easy.
do hurricane
Go,
alarm.
go easy, okay?
This is my impersonation of a helicopter.
Oh, jeez. Oh, she's good.
All right.
Okay.
Do that again.
This is my impersonation of a helicopter.
That's awesome. With the fan going behind.
Oh, I didn't even think about the fan, but yeah.
The fan.
I mean, that's what you get. That's what you get.
Love
But we had Frankie on a couple of weeks ago,
Oh, boy.
and
Love him.
Coach was
Love
kind of critical. So she sent in hers, and that was pretty cool to do it. And thank you for that.
Yeah, it was
Appreciate it.
thank you very much.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Now, can we buy a ride on that helicopter? I mean, can you buy a seat? Can you get a ticket?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know
Oh,
if it's a helicopter.
oh.
Can you take a helicopter ride? I'm just
Oh,
asking.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to ask. I mean, maybe Coach would you ride the helicopter? That helicopter?
Yeah, I'd have to. I would have to.
How's he going to get from point A to point B without a helicopter?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
But yeah, I mean, this weekend's supposed to be pretty hot, actually. It's, I mean, so I'm debating to go to the beach as well. So but I'm going up to Maine.
Well, if you go Monday, Tuesday, it's gonna be in the middle 90s.
Really?
Not Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. But
So-
beginning of the week, middle 90s.
Yeah. So maybe next week, Monday or Tuesday, I'd like to try that place, the Tuckahoe Tavern. What's the name?
That's not the beach though.
Tuckaway Tavern.
Takeaway Tavern. That's not the
Raymond.
beach. That's in Raymond, New Hampshire.
Oh, by the campground there?
Yes,
Yeah.
5 acres.
Oh, okay, Pine
Go
Acres.
by Pine Acres, come to the end, take a left, it's down on the left.
Oh, okay. No, I like to
Coach,
check
you
it
were
out.
on top of things tonight. My God,
Yeah,
you're on fire.
he's on the money. You're on the money.
the money.
He's on the money.
We all seem like we're kind of on the money tonight. I don't know. What
Yeah, I guess it's it's
The beer.
Yeah, the beer, the
It's
heat,
the heat,
and
the heat.
everything else.
We waited for this weather for all year.
Yeah, I know it.
Now we're finally getting
Cheers.
it.
Yeah.
The moonshine.
Oh, I think that's wild.
Nobody can have that much
Yeah.
moonshine. They throw you in jail.
Because nothing happens to it.
Right.
If you notice that, nothing.
And
at all happens
you go to jail.
You just can't tell because I'm a mental case all the time.
to it. So yeah, and yeah. So how does my voice sound? Because I changed my voice a little bit.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Better than ever.
Yeah, I changed the voice on this machine here, so it's a little bit deeper, I guess. More
Deeper.
You sound like you've been on what do they call it?
WBC in Boston.
Sounds like somebody's been sticking a needle in your butt, giving you testosterone.
No, yeah, maybe.
I'm very manly.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you for that. But so again, I don't know. Don't you hate the when you're home and the battery goes? I mean, are you wired? And it starts beeping and shit like that.
Oh, that's the worst.
What are you talking about?
Well, on the fire alarms, don't you hate that shit?
Oh, no, I got the cheap battery off.
No, but I mean, I know.
Yeah, when the battery's
but
dying.
when the battery runs out,
Yeah.
beep beep. I hate that shit.
Oh,
So I mean,
in the middle of the night, you got to climb on a chair, go up in the ceiling, you fall on your head.
right, yeah, exactly. And so I was at Home Depot, right? Not giving them a shout out because they don't give me any favors, but
What's your name still there?
Donna's still there. Donna today. But anyway, I came across this. Actually, I came across this today. Fire alarm, for your home.
Yeah.
So, here it is.
Okay. For my next act, I will impersonate a smoke detector. Okay.
I mean, he's no Frank. Pretty good. He's
Actually, it wasn't. Actually, I don't think it was as bad as the other guy.
No,
There's no
I think
Frank.
it was better.
no, but I mean,
I think it was better tone to you.
No, I'm saying he's no Frank. I think Frank is the benchmark.
No, but that's a smoke detector. So that was, you know, I mean, that
No, it was good.
No, I mean, yeah.
It would wake me up in the middle of the night and scare them.
Yeah, I mean, if you think.
Okay. For my next act, I will impersonate a smoke detector. Okay.
All right.
No battery
Wait a minute, I have a question. If you heard that in the middle of the night and you opened your eyes and you saw that,
man.
would that get you out of the house?
Yeah, that would definitely get me out of the house for sure. You know what I mean? So, I don't know where these people come from, to tell you the truth. You know, I just don't. Really.
All parts of the world.
He's from Shrewsbury, I think.
Oh,
Or you've seen him at a bar or something?
Maybe Shrewsbury, yeah. You know, maybe Shrewsbury, but there's a lot of things that a lot of people, and the TikTok got a reprieve.
Today I was watching that last night.
Yeah,
that happened today, right?
Another 90 days or something like that. I don't. I mean, I pick up a lot of content from TikTok, but I don't particularly like TikTok because they censor speech too much. Do you know what I mean? So you know that Mario Cuomo's running for the mayor of New York.
Not Mario. What's his name? His son.
No, not Mario.
Andrew.
No, Andrew Cuomo, is that whatever? Yeah. The guy who had sexually assaulted the people in the governor's thing, right? Governor Mario, is it Governor Cuomo? Is that
8 billion people on the planet, and we can't do better than retreading everybody.
Yeah, so he's running for mayor, and so I posted that about him. That because he says he's running for mayor and he's going to straighten out New York City and blah 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 and all this bullshit. And then so I posted. I told him, like, what about all the people in your office that you sexually harassed? Well, TikTok took that down. They shouldn't have took that down because that's a what do you call it? That's a political person, right? I mean, you should be able to say whatever you want about political people, right? Yeah. I mean, or people.
The more the better.
Well, I mean, people on the internet. I mean, people say about me too, but I mean, I don't really. I mean, and he probably doesn't care either. I guess you really, when you're on this thing, I don't know. You kind of get, I don't know. You just don't really pay attention to what anybody really says. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know. I think it's weird that they're rehashing him back into the mix. You know what I mean? I just think it's strange, very, very strange.
A lot of strange things going on.
Yeah, and that lady there. What's the lady?
The girl.
What's that lady there? What's her name?
The one that went to court for murder and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen Reed. Karen
Reed. Yeah. So you see how the cops are? You know what I mean? They try to frame her up. She was going to go to the can for I don't know how many years, right? Maybe
quite a few. The one to get it for murder.
Yeah, and she was found not guilty. Which congratulations to her.
She had a lot of supporters out there.
I don't even know what she looks like. I never seen her, to be honest.
Pretty girl.
Yeah, but I guess she was going over the cop, and she was going over the cop, and he got found in the snowbank, and I still don't know what happened to him. Like, what happened to him?
She ran him over.
No, she didn't.
She ran him over. She hit him. She freaking backed into him.
She got off that thing. She
got off everything.
Except for the
D-Week.
Yeah.
Except for the D-Week.
But she.
Well, how do you think she get killed? Should it go an arrow or something? How did she kill him?
No, I mean, did she kill him? I don't know. I thought he froze to death.
He
got run over. He got run over by a car, and it was her driving, I think.
Right. They just said that. She
did kill him then. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't know if she killed him or she didn't. But
we know that's why she got off. Not enough proof. Not enough proof. And like Tony said, also they found him the next day in the bank and frozen.
Hey Joe, if you were out in your driveway one night when I was plowing, I could have backed over you and left you in a snowdrift. Doesn't mean I murdered you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there would have
Well,
been an accident.
that's what we're saying, right?
Oh, there would have been an
That
accident.
was a big thing.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't like to go out cold. I just I like to.
Maybe it would have been an accident.
Yeah, maybe it would have been an accident, but I don't like to go out cold like that. You know what I mean? I'm strictly a
Warm weather.
warm weather
That's
person.
what I am.
Yeah, warm weather person.
That's what I am.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's.
I'm an all-season guy. I can perform in all weather.
You perform.
Yeah, performs in all weather.
Perform whatever I have to perform
That would sound like maybe reform. What perform?
in any weather.
Yeah, but I mean that's that's a little bit. I don't know. I didn't follow it. I half followed it. I really didn't.
Yeah, I did too. I just caught it in the news.
What she did.
What's right in the news?
Yeah.
You know what they tell you.
I guess the cops told them that she took him out of the house and put him in the snowbank.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I really don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, here's to you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I hope everybody had a nice Father's Day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Father's Day was Father's Day was passed. I forgot about that.
Great day. Great day.
Yeah. Good.
Beautiful
Very
weather.
good.
How did we all spend Father's Day? I think there were some lobsters up in Coach's World. Go ahead, tell us.
Really?
Up at the beach, yeah. You didn't get any.
Hmm.
No, the lobsters.
What lobsters?
You said you had
Did
lobster.
you have a clam bake
No, I had nothing. What are you starting rumors?
for Father's Day?
Yeah, you're starting rumors.
You didn't invite me over for clam bake. I would have came over.
I know you would have. If I had one, I would have been the first guy I would have invited.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, don't check your trash cans. They got claws, broken claws in there.
I know. Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Check your neighbors.
You know what? Because I would. I probably would have ate like 2 lobsters or something like that. Something like that. But yeah, whatever. Well, I mean, what did I do? I didn't do anything actually for Father's Day. I mean, I mowed the grass. That's what I did basically.
I must have seen all the cars over there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cars. Yeah, a lot of cars. All the kids.
Yeah, good time. Good time.
That's good. That's very good.
Kids all bought lobsters and steamers and watermelon and all that.
Were they the live lobsters?
Yeah.
Well, they were live lobsters.
Not for long. Not for long.
Yeah.
Well, who cooked them? You?
My son-in-law. No, I didn't cook.
I couldn't cook those. I couldn't cook live lobsters. I just I feel bad.
Well, the thing about everybody says they hear that they don't have any feeling or nothing.
He's going to get a bite.
How do they know? How do they know?
They do have a feeling.
Yeah.
They start screaming when they go in the pot.
Hold on a minute,
How
Joe.
do they-
Are you the guy that 5 minutes ago was saying he's going for a buy one get one free lobster on Monday?
Yeah, but they're already
Yeah,
dead though.
They're already
already
dead.
dead.
Like 5
Yeah,
minutes
they're
ago.
already dead.
They come out of the ocean dead.
No, those aren't like fresh lobsters. Those are like frozen lobsters. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's right.
There's no way that they're going to keep that much lobster.
They're kicking and scratching and biting and
You've seen them put it in the
dumping
pan.
in the pan. I used to do it.
Oh yeah, they're in the back.
I would never do
My
that.
son-in-law doesn't know.
No, I
When the
wouldn't- I
kitchen,
wouldn't-
when the kitchen door swings open and you're sitting at the bar, you can see the lobsters. They're like screaming.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Same
I mean,
with-
I'll eat the lobster. I'm not going to cook it.
Same with the
Sorry.
steamers. Steamers the same thing.
Well, steamers
They're
are different. They don't
quiet
have
enough.
any eyes. They have no eyes and stuff. You know what I
Of
mean?
course they do.
No.
The steamers don't have any eyes. They live in
Well,
a shell.
so turtles.
Well,
They
they
have
actually-
eyes. So turtles.
What?
They have eyes.
Turtles have a shell too.
No, I know turtles do, but
And
steamers
they
don't.
put pets. Very few people know this, but steamer clams, they make excellent pets. They're quiet. They don't make a mess.
They don't have any eyes.
Of course they
Well,
have
they-
eyes. I didn't think they get around.
Yeah, they know. They have eyes.
I don't know about that.
They've done tests. They recognize their owners. They're very, very gentle. They're
Really?
pets.
Yeah.
Like, can you pat them or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Can you drink with them?
I didn't know.
You can take them out. You can take them out for a ride in the car. You just got to keep them in salt water.
Well, no. So what would you do with steamers? Which I can cook steamers. That's not a problem. I just put a couple cans of beer in there
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
and
Let it steam away.
drop them in. That's it.
Steam 10 minutes.
Because
off.
they get drunk first and then they get boiled.
Yeah. Once
The
you-
beer, the foam from the beer helps clean the sand out of the steam.
Oh, I didn't know that
Oh, yeah.
either.
Yeah.
He's full of fucking knowledge, man. Yeah. He's like a walking
I
encyclopedia.
think half the shit he makes up.
Yeah, no, no. So
As
Wait
he goes,
until
he
he
looks
gets
up and
the mail.
no, I mean maybe that could be right because sometimes steam is
That's true.
they have sand in them
well, yeah, and all you do is you gotta just wash them out, right?
with a hose or something.
Yeah,
No.
wash them out with a hose.
What with a
The
garden
beer-
hose?
God knows. Put it on spray.
No.
Put it on spray. And
How about high pressure?
it's
Pull
like,
the fucking clam right out of you.
yeah. You go off the chuck and you just take it apart and eat it.
Man, oh man.
Take the skin off there. Take the skin. Yeah, look at the one eye in the middle.
Oh, they do have an eye?
One eye in the middle.
No. If anybody knows if a clam
They're
has an
beautiful. They have beautiful eyes.
eye. No, really? I never seen an eye on a clam. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's in love.
I think he's in love too. Maybe he was patting his clam. You know what I mean?
They're beautiful. They have beautiful, beautiful brown eyes. They're beautiful animals.
Okay, I got a
I
question.
didn't think they're an animal. Are they an animal? No, they're not.
Of course they are.
I don't know, they're fish. I don't know.
I think they're
What do you think they're? What do you think they're? A mineral?
No, I believe that animals have to have hair or fur or something like that. You know, they're
No.
mammals.
I didn't say they were a mammal. I said they were an animal. You're right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, just putting that out there. You know.
I got a real quick question for you. Forget.
Yeah.
I'm watching this. I'm seeing us on TV here. Tony looks like a peach. Not a peach.
Plum. Yeah,
Plum.
plum. Yeah.
I'm like a freaking pumpkin. I'm fucking bright orange.
Maybe
You
have
are a
rosacea.
little orangey tonight.
Yeah, maybe you have rosacea.
Look at it. I'm all fucking look like a pumpkin.
No, that's probably from sunburn. You got a sunburn. That's what it is.
It was all the lobster.
It
It was all the lobster. It's all the lobster he ate on Father's Day.
Yeah.
The next day I made lobster salad. The next day I had lobster macaroni and cheese.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh,
That's good.
I made it myself.
That's good.
wow.
Thanks for sending some over. Appreciate it. But yeah.
Well, it wasn't
you get
mine.
any, Tony? Did you get
No.
any?
No,
I didn't get any either. They didn't give me any.
You just said you have made.
They did. They did.
Oh, okay.
They didn't give me nothing. They don't give me nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
they gave him a tuna sandwich and said, "Dad, go."
No, peanut butter and jelly.
hmm. Oh man.
That bottle of freaking moonshine really lasted, what, 6 months now?
I think it's just water.
At least, I think it's,
I'll be back in a second. I got to refill my moonshine.
what are you going to the bathroom? What are you going to the bathroom?
I mean, what's he put the camera on black? Because, what does it say, tilt?
TLT,
Yeah.
10 to 11 tilt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yes, I can't believe he shuts the camera off to go make himself a drink.
Yeah, you don't want to go. Me, I'm going to get one in a minute. I'm going to leave them back. I'm not going to leave you alone here.
Yeah,
Never leave your
I
wingman.
don't know what to do. I should probably,
You never leave your wingman.
No, I'll just gaze into the
Like we do.
abyss. Yeah,
We do.
Let's just
Listen,
gaze
when you guys get up, the rest of the whole world's going to look at your butts.
Yeah, of course they're going to.
Have a little consideration.
They tell me that.
Oh, he has a bathing suit on probably this morning.
I do. I have a
Right,
baby.
from the beach.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. he did.
The beach. All full of sand.
Yeah, and he just had an
Sand
ice
is
cream.
even. He should have ice cream.
Yeah.
And he's stuffing his face with something.
I am.
What are you eating, steamers?
No, I'm eating tortilla chips and I'm dipping it in a little guacamole.
Boy, I love steamers though.
Oh,
A
yeah.
shout out to Hannaford Homestyle guacamole.
Oh man, yeah, I've never had guacamole. I don't even know what it tastes
I've
like.
had it,
No, yeah,
but that's nothing for me.
Yeah. I think, yeah. What, is that a Mexican or something like that? Guacamole is Mexican?
Yeah, it's got some it's like ground up avocados with
Oh, I never even had an avocado.
like
I got
sauce.
an avocado tree in Florida.
You do?
Yeah, beautiful avocados.
Really?
Oh, yeah, big, beautiful.
Avocados are good.
Really? I never had one.
My ex-wife.
You never had an avocado?
No, I never had an avocado, or I never had what do you call those green an avocado was the one with
The green.
No, that you peel them.
No, you usually take a spoon and spoon it out.
Yeah, no.
They're good.
What's the I don't know, vegetable that has all peels on it? You pull it. I thought that was an avocado. You
You know,
know,
avocados
Yeah, one second.
shaped. What do you say?
you know, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, he's afraid to show his legs. You know what I mean? I don't know. But what do you call those things there? They're like round, and they have you know, they have the leaves on them, and you pull the leaves down. What do you call those things?
Corn on the cob?
No, not corn on the cob. It's fucking.
Yeah, that's an avocado.
No, I'm talking about the other thing.
Who would ever mind has a avocado in his pocket?
I don't know.
It wasn't in my pocket. I had to go to the refrigerator
For what?
Yeah. So you.
for an avocado. Listen, we're performing a public service here. We can't just talk about avocados without showing people what an avocado is.
That's true. That's a show. It's a show.
If Joe was a
It
little,
doesn't matter. Right?
Very.
Do you have an avocado in your pocket?
No, I don't.
I don't have one either.
Avocado.
I don't either.
I'm talking. I'm trying to.
you have
find
an
out
olive
what-
in your pocket, Coach.
What are those? What are those kind of vegetables with the leaves, and then you take them off and you scrape them with your teeth?
Oh yeah, artichoke.
Oh, artichoke. Yeah, that's right. Artichoke.
I never have one.
I never had one of those either.
On the
Artichoke.
corner grill, Joe. When you go to the on the corner grill,
Yeah.
they have stuffed artichoke as an appetizer. It's like an Italian delicacy stuffed with breadcrumbs and olives. It is. It is amazing.
Really?
Amazing.
I hope we're getting proceeds, money from all these.
No, he gets it.
Oh, yeah,
He gets it.
Best restaurant
No,
around.
he gets it.
He says he has more commercials on it.
I know. You have more commercials than what? You know.
So we getting paid for that, or we getting?
No, but we do have a new sponsor coming in next week, which is kind of weird, but we do. It's, you know, that's called Spicy Cubes, which they're gonna send us. They're gonna send us boxes of Spicy Cubes. That you know, I don't even know what they are, but I agreed to, you know, have them come on for a couple of weeks. You know,
I
hope it's half as good as the powder you gave me. Half as
Well,
good.
I didn't give that to you. That came from
whatever happened to
Chassis.
whatever.
When I
wasn't
say
we
you,
saying
I'm talking
before?
to Chassis. I'm not talking to you, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Chassis,
Wasn't we?
Yeah, that is good stuff.
thank you for the
Yeah.
powder.
When are we gonna get together again? What's his name?
Who?
What's his name? Drew's cousin.
Oh, yeah, Tony.
Tony. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Tony.
So yeah, Tony, he said he's going to come on, but you know, he plays hot shapes, and so
This is heavy hustle season right
yeah,
now.
yeah, and
There's another Tony.
yeah, he's pretty funny actually.
Yeah,
yeah,
he is.
yeah,
Good
he's pretty
shit.
funny. I mean, you know, not as funny as you, of course, Tony, but you know, he's pretty funny. You know what I mean? He used to be. He used to sell hot sauce.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hot sauce Tony. That's what. Yeah.
Hot sauce Tony.
Yeah.
He still does, don't
No, he doesn't do that. He's a chef now. He has a. I think he has a YouTube channel that he shows how to cook.
he? Oh, him and the dog are chefs.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, the dog's gone.
I know, he's a dog.
The dog is gone. You know what I
Get
mean?
hit by a car.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what happened to him, but he's done. It's a shame, but that's what happens.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
it's a shame.
Don't make shame. Yeah.
But on a lighter note, yeah, I mean, what was that? What was that thing again, Tony?
On a lighter note, you mean were we just talking about something really heavy?
Yeah, Coach was, not me. I didn't say.
I wasn't going to the bathroom.
No, I didn't say anything. You know, about that.
All right.
You know.
What were you going to ask
But,
me?
What was that thing? Was it an artichoke, right?
Yeah, artichoke.
Okay, that's an artichoke. So Coach and I never had one, and I don't think we ever will.
No.
But I will have a beer though. You know what I mean?
I thought we were going to go to on the corner for I was going to take you guys out for a show for a party.
Yeah, we can do that. Well, yeah,
Where?
he's going to take us out to dinner. You know, we're available 24/7.
We can
All right.
get it to go. No,
He says he's going to take us out to
Take you out.
Yeah,
He's advertising again.
He's going to take us out.
You can try an artichoke.
He's getting credit for all these advertisements.
Oh, that's what he's doing. That's right.
He's doing.
Now, where do you want to take us out, Tony?
I was able to retire.
No,
On the corner. On the
See,
corner.
another
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you asking me?
Walking now?
You asked me a question. Let me answer the question.
All right, go ahead.
On the corner grill at the corner of Route 111 and Island Pond Road behind the B&H Oil gas station. It is unbelievable, and we'll see you there.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. Hey, don't forget to get me one. A coach just took off. He'll be right back.
I had to watch his ass go into the sunset.
So yeah, speaking about that though, how we doing on the 4th of July lawnmower race?
We ran into a snag.
Yeah, what happened?
You know the bridge that was going over the spigot brook there?
Yeah.
It collapsed. So we're working on some kind of workaround. We don't know how we're going to get people across the river now, Joe. I don't know what's up.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a real. I got to talk to Coach.
I mean, it's in the middle of the course.
Yeah, I got to talk to Coach about this new traffic thing that's right down the street.
Yes.
They just put fucking 4 stop signs. What the fuck is that? I mean, now everybody has to stop. That's even worse.
Where is this? I haven't seen it downtown.
We'll have a debate. I think it's an improvement. I think it's going to be good.
No, what?
This light you're talking about. You push the button and everybody has to stop.
Oh
no! No, the stop sign.
Where?
Right at the corner. They put 4 stop signs. Everybody has to stop.
Up at Bruce?
Yeah.
At that intersection?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. I almost did that tonight. I almost went right to the fucking stop sign tonight.
Yeah, it's a 4-way stop sign.
Yeah, well, thanks for the info. I mean, you want to put some fucking lights there or something? Spend a couple bucks. You know what I mean?
Make sure you get it commercial.
I mean, they just put 4 stop signs that go. Everybody has to stop.
No, they did. They didn't put a light.
No, 4 stop signs.
I think it's going to be an improvement. I think it works. I was skeptical. I didn't think it was going to work in Chester at the 4 corners, but I think traffic moves better. And I think at that light, there was starting to be a backup. So I think it'll be good. Everybody takes their turn. Let's see how it works out.
Well, I don't know.
Well, he can't come in. This is gated, so he can't get us. We'll let him in, right?
That's true.
I can't get in.
Oh, you're wrong.
Oh, you didn't give me one?
No, he didn't.
Didn't say anything. Give me a freaking.
I thought you said don't get me. I thought
he didn't even. He hasn't even listened. He don't even care. You know, I gotta stay hydrated.
Now I gotta get up again.
No, I gotta stay hydrated. You know. Hey, you want me to go?
You might get it quicker.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Did you just have your mouth on that?
Yeah. I put the cap back on.
Did you put your finger in there?
What's wrong?
Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that's not an improvement down there, Tony. Sorry to tell you that.
Well, let's see. I think it will be, but the jury's out. I'll give you that. So let's see how you feel about it in a couple of weeks. We'll reconvene and have a discussion about it.
Listen. I mean, people have been going through that street for years. For years, and you think they're going to see a stop sign? Somebody's going to plow into somebody. I guarantee it within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's possible.
It will probably be Coach, right?
Yeah, probably will be.
No, I agree with you that it's going to take some time for people to.
Yeah. Speaking of plowing, I want to bring up this woman because this is one of the things that we want to talk about tonight, which is a 3-date rule. And I got a tremendous amount of flack for my comments.
Now what?
Well, because I'll let you watch this video with me. She's kind of, she's not. I mean, she's all right, but she's not. She's not a showstopper. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? So,
what's it pertain to? What's this?
So it pertains to the 3-date rule. Everybody knows about the 3-date rule.
I do not.
Well, because you've been married for 45 years, but everybody.
Listen, I'm not a fanatic about it.
No. But what happened? Ghost put his headphones with the phones going out. Okay, what the fuck is going on there?
All right.
Who does that? You got your phones in properly?
I think so. I can't hear that.
So we're gonna bring her up, the 3-date rule is a rule that I've always gone by. I don't know if you have. Have you gone by that all the time? I mean, no, you haven't. Well, I have. And when I posted that, most
Are you
people.
going to tell us what it is? Those of us who don't know.
So the 3 date rule. So when you first meet somebody and you're interested in going out with them, right? You naturally you go have a coffee or a drink or whatever, or something like that, something light, maybe a couple of things, and you do the same thing. I mean, you probably don't think you're doing a 3 date rule, but you are in a way. And then then you if you find out that you like them a little bit, okay, then you ask them out for a second date, and that's more formal, right? You have dinner and things like that. Maybe you go to the lounge after or something like that. And I'm not talking about people in their 20s. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about those kind of people. Those kids, right? I'm talking about people 35 plus, right? Adult women. So I'm not talking about 29-year-olds or those kind of people. I'm talking about people who know what's going on, right?
Okay.
And so the second day you go out and you naturally then if you feel as though you like the girl, you ask her out again for the third date, right?
Yep.
And the third date is you get busy. All right. I mean,
How else can you say it? How else can you say it?
I
You
mean,
get busy.
I can't say it any
clearer.
I can't say any clearer. It's not that you get busy. You go for dinner night, maybe when you go for a lounge, whatever, and then you go get a hotel, or you go to your place or her place or whoever's place, and you try it out. That's what you do, right? But I got things. I get comments like you're supposed to. A woman's body, it's her choice, and this and that. And another
you hang up on them.
No, but another woman says, you don't really get to know anybody you got to wait between 3 and 6 months. Who's going to go with a woman for half a year and wait to have sex? I mean, seriously, a half a fucking year? That's 170 days, 6 months? No fucking way, man.
How many hours?
No, but I mean, no way. Nobody's going to do it.
I'm going to fall somewhere in the middle. I'm going to fall somewhere in the middle on this. I don't think. I think 6 months is a long time for people in their 30s.
Hold on. He's going to fall in the middle. He's been married for 45 years. Okay, go ahead. We're going to.
I have not been married for 45 years. How the hell old do you think I am?
43.
But anyway, no. What I'm going to say is, I don't think there should be a rule about it. I think if it happens, it happens. And I do think if you're in your 30s or 40s, you're probably not going to wait 6 months. I mean, but I don't think I would make it a hard, fast rule that the third date. No, I mean, it could be, but it could be after
that. That is the rule. That's a universal.
I'm not a rule follower anyway, so you're talking wrong.
Well, I always follow the rules. I stop at stop signs and things like that. So, but that is the rule. Okay, why would you want to go out with somebody? And I'm not saying you because you've been married for 45 years, but why would you want to go out with somebody right after 3 dates? For what? For what purpose? I mean, for what? I mean, think about it.
Friends with benefit.
No, but I mean, think about it. It doesn't make any sense, right? That makes no sense.
All right. Are we being honest here? I mean, are we being honest? Coach, have you been out on 3 dates and expected to go all the way on the third date? No.
Depends.
Yeah, like I said, right?
I didn't say it was in the middle. I would
I'm not
on the fourth date.
No. Yeah, you have to remember now. These are older women, okay? They're 35 plus. These are not kids, right? So I mean, they're hip to the game.
These are not 20s.
Yeah, and most of them have kids, right? Most of them. A lot of them do.
Nobody wants sex because they have to follow
it has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with that.
If you have to.
You don't have to. It's what you want to do.
What's a rule then? If you have to
it's
follow.
The rule. No, but it's a rule that it's just a rule for men to follow, and that's the way. Why would you want to go?
Well, they can't follow the rule alone. If they're going to follow it, the woman has to follow it too.
You're not going to say to them, wait a minute, this is our third day. We got to do it.
No, that's not how. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah,
It's a
natural thing. It's just embedded in.
It's a statistic.
It's like
you ask a bunch of
Don't call it a rule. Don't call it a rule. Then call it
it's
like
the 3 date rule. That's what it's called. called. It's called that. It's called by that for everybody. I've had women say that to other women that were getting on my case. You know what I mean? That's a 3-day rule. I mean,
Right.
that's it.
There's no
It's
law. There's no law saying.
I'm going to be the
If you
dissenting.
were a survey, if you would have had to take a survey, that would be the survey. People would say, yeah, three days.
No, not 3 days.
I mean, three times.
Yeah.
3 days.
Because why are you going to continually spend some money
No way.
and hang around with somebody you're not even interested in? I mean, why would you do that?
You don't spend money to have sex. I mean, that isn't that.
No, that.
And no one said we had.
Nobody had to know. So no, you don't. I didn't say you have to spend money to have sex. No, that's not what I said. It's just that why are you going to continually like spend money and waste your fucking time, basically? Right?
Why are you wasting your time? Maybe you have a good time. Maybe it's going to lead to that when she's comfortable.
Good guy, man. He's on point tonight. He's like really laying it in. He's, his wife must be in the back going, yeah, say this, say it.
I'll get it away in, but
I've always lived by that rule.
Sue?
Yeah, I've lived by that rule.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm getting a voice from the peanut gallery here. Sue, what do you think of what I'm saying? Can you hear her? She said, I support you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She said I'm right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, he's been married for 45 years, so there's nothing. I really can't say anything about him. You know what I'm saying? He's like a rarity. How about that one? But I'm gonna pull up this girl. I even forget her name because she didn't really do anything. And we'll watch her and listen to what she says, and then we'll discuss if Tony would be now we'll discuss I shouldn't have that fucking beer. No, it's just no, everything's hitting me at the same time.
Oh,
we will discuss what she says. All right, and here she is.
So me and the guy went on 6 dates, and after 6th date, he told me that if we're not going home together, we won't be seeing each other anymore. I told him, okay, well, wait in the car. I'm gonna go up and clean up. I'll call you when I'm ready. Literally, I went home, showered, and went to bed. Like, what the hell is this ultimatum about? Who is gonna go for that?
Okay, so what do you think about this guy spent all this money on this girl, right? Right? And he got sick and fucking tired. He didn't use the 3-day rule. She went on with 6 dates with this broad, and she's from another country, I assume.
Why are you assuming he paid for the dates?
Because I know he did. You know what I mean? Why are you assuming that he didn't pay for the dates?
Wow.
I'm assuming, I don't know whether he did or didn't. She looks like she's capable of buying dinner.
Again, I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about 35 plus. Okay, and so when a guy goes out with a girl, typically they pay for it all. They pay for the woman to go out for dinner and things like that. I mean, you don't go with somebody and say, hey, you want to split the bill? You don't fucking do that shit.
Of course you don't do that. But there are some women that offer. I don't know.
If a woman says, do you want to split the bill or something like that? That would be a red flag to me.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
That would be a red flag to me. That would,
and if you're trying to impress the girl, you're not gonna let her pay.
Yeah, she's trying to dominate or something like that.
But if you got strings attached to paying the bill, that's not cool.
There's no strings about.
Not up till the third.
You're not understanding what I'm saying, though. He's not understanding what I'm saying. I'm starting to get aggravated. He doesn't understand. He's not understanding what I'm saying. There's no strings attached. There's no strings attached when you go out.
Well, he's saying, in his opinion, strings attached.
Because he's been married for 45 years. He hasn't been out of the pen.
What does that have to do with anything?
He hasn't been out of the pen, right? I mean, that's it. He's locked in. He's in the pen.
He's the closer.
Yeah.
He's the closer.
I mean, you can't be like that. It's not like, it's written down in stone, right? But that's a fact that every man lives by typically, except Tony, right? I mean, he doesn't live by that. You know, he wants to like negotiate.
I might not want. I might not want to sleep
So-
for 3 dates.
You would be the guy that goes
I
out
need
with this
more
girl
time.
for 6 times, right? And then you would be waiting in the car while she goes gets cleaned up. And what does she have to do? Clean up? Would she have to take a shower? And so you would wait in the car. Hold on, you would wait in the car for her, right? And then she wouldn't come back. She'd just go to bed. Now, what would you do?
That's
What would you do?
that relationship.
Huh? What would you do?
I think that relationship's over. I mean, she made the. He gave.
I didn't ask that. I just asked what you would do. What
I'd
would you
go
do
home.
in the case?
Go home.
He'd go home.
What would you do? Go and pound on the
No,
door?
that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen and would never happen to me ever, and it never did happen to me. Okay, because I use always the 3-date rule. I'm pretty old, right? And so I've used that all my life. Okay, I mean, yeah, I've been married a few
So
times.
tell me what you do in that situation.
That would not happen to me.
No,
It
but
would
if
not.
it did, if you found yourself in that,
I swear to God, it would never happen.
well, you
you know,
wouldn't
I mean-
give her the ultimatum, right? You wouldn't tell her.
It's not an ultimatum. It's just a rule.
No. What I'm saying is the guy.
Conversation. No, but he doesn't understand the conversation we're having. I don't think he does. No, you don't. You don't.
Wait
You
a
don't
minute.
understand.
Okay,
It's not like ingrained. Like in other
No.
words, there's no
Forget
like
about
book
the rule.
about it.
I'm talking about what this girl said. She said that this guy said to her that if we don't go home tonight after the 6th date, then we won't be seeing each other again. That's an
I wouldn't say.
ultimatum.
I wouldn't say that. I would just.
I agree.
I would say, okay, that's the case. Make a long story short, just drop her off. We never see her again.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say it.
No, but the guy was pissed off, right? He wasted all his time.
Understandable.
Yeah, he wasted all his time. Probably spent a couple bucks. Right?
Understandable. I agree with you the whole cloud.
Right.
He wasted his time.
Yeah, you know, and Tony would be sitting in the car laughing, you know, waiting for this fucking broad to come back down. She's taking a shower.
I would not.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. Stay up there for another. You know, let's go. You know, and
I probably would wait a while, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
give her.
you'd probably like text her, what's taking you so long? Oh, I got a headache, but all right, can I call you tomorrow? That's what Tony. Can I call you tomorrow? Yeah, sure. And she'd take her over for a nice dinner or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's what happens.
So
Then you're wasting your time constantly. Your time is worth a lot of money. Your time. You are worth a lot of money. You know he's I don't think he understands what the fuck's going on here. I'm sorry. I just don't understand it.
Okay.
You know, it's
I
not.
mean, if it needs a solution, just say
We can agree to disagree.
Third date, you just if it ain't working out for you, if you need it that bad, just say
Need
okay.
what? You don't need anything.
you go to have to go to bed, you know, whatever.
Go
Then
to
after the 3rd date, if you don't know by then, just say I'll call you.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
and walk away.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Walk
That's
away.
cool. No problem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, you squared that. You made that right.
Some
You know,
some
every-
girls,
Okay, let me say
some girls you might give a 4th and 5th, depending on how good they are.
yeah.
I'm not saying all your dates, but
No,
I agree, and I mean, at some point, if you got the feeling like she wasn't into
not
you, if she wasn't into you physically, right?
I can see it.
You bring it up. Maybe you say,
Be nice. Be
You can
nice.
tell on your second date. You can already tell on your second date if you're rolling for the 3rd, right? You can tell.
Oh,
And if the
yeah,
third
yeah.
if the 3rd doesn't work out, then you know to cash out, right? You know, you just cash out. See you later. That's it.
I understand.
Why continue hoping that something's going to change after the 3rd
after
date?
10 dates?
Yeah, it's not going to change. It is what it is. You know, nothing's going to happen. Okay, that is it. You're done.
I agree. And I'm just gonna have
Nothing's going to happen. If it didn't happen with 6 dates, it's not going to happen with 7.
Eight,
It's not going to happen with 10. You know what I mean? This
I
guy's a
think we
sucker.
agree.
He
I
probably
think
wears a man bun. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think
Hey, what's he feeling said?
You know, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? But again, this is not a conversation for young people because they don't know about that.
Well,
shit.
So who got mad? Where is the girl who got mad at you? What did she have to say?
They said all kinds of things to me. On I mean,
Okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about. There's no such thing as a 3-date rule. I never
Tony
heard,
said the same thing.
I never heard of a 3-date rule. there's only a 3-date rule with men, and then I had a couple of women chime in. They go, no, that is a rule. I mean, and these are not young women.
It's an unwritten rule.
It's an unwritten rule. You know what I mean? Unless you're a sucker and you want to try to
Want to keep chasing, keep
chasing and stuff like that.
Just bring your wallet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I failed tonight. You talking to Tony? I'm like a failure. You know what I mean?
We can agree to disagree. I understood.
No, but I mean, I feel like a failure.
Papa son Gracie fails.
I understand what you're saying. We have a
No, I mean, you say, well, you give them a chance and this and that. No, I mean,
well, I mean, listen, every person is different. When you go out on a date, for me, and I mean, you can say I'm married 45 years. I haven't been married 45 years, but the thing is that you have another human being. You're either going to have a connection with them or you're not. It takes people, depending on what their history is, it takes people a different amount of time to warm up to somebody, maybe to let their dog.
You know what he does for a living, though.
No, I don't know what he does.
You're not
He plows snow. I mean,
all right, let's not go.
Another human being.
You're not going to win.
No, being another human, I feel as I can't reach him. He's like,
Yeah.
it's like a bridge too far. You know what I mean?
Opinion.
Yeah, No, you're entitled to your opinion.
Maybe I don't want to Maybe I don't want to sleep with somebody after the 3rd date. Maybe I'm not sure.
Wait a minute.
Well, okay, so now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now you're on.
Now you say I don't want to sit with her and see her.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
No, I didn't say that. I didn't.
As a person, as a mature person, it means something. It matters to be intimate with somebody.
If you get 3rd date and you're not into her,
to me being
if you're not into her, you're not going to go on a 3rd date or a 2nd date.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Wait a minute. Well, no. Let me say this. And you can think I'm an idiot, but here's what I want to say. Being intimate with somebody, to me, is and I'm not saying I felt this way when I was 18 because I didn't probably. But being intimate with somebody is a big deal, and if you value yourself, and you then for some people, not everybody, and I don't think everybody has to feel this way, but for some people, it takes them. They have to reach a certain level of feeling for another person before they share that part of themselves. So I don't criticize people. I don't criticize people that need more time to get to that place. And I also don't criticize people who are not willing to wait for that person to become comfortable and just to cut it off. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, Joe. I would just make a different decision.
Wow, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. I feel like a failure.
Not a failure.
No, I couldn't get through him. I couldn't, and he's talking about all these big words and shit like that,
You had me at hello.
Yeah.
I had you a what?
That's all you got to say.
You had me at hello.
No, that's one of Coach's things. That's what he says. You know what I mean?
You had me at hello.
He rolls like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna tell. Okay, let me just say something here because I know Coach and I know how he is with women and I know how he is around women. He's very. Listen, women love Coach. Women love Coach. He's a gentleman. He's respectful. He's not a guy that's just chasing them for one thing. At least that's the way they feel about him, and I think it's true. So I'm going to say this is his.
I'll pay you later.
No, that's his persona. That's his persona. He plays that part perfectly. Okay, he plays that part. Okay,
go ahead, tell him, Tony. Tell him.
You don't understand that part that he plays. You know what I mean? Like a friend to everybody in need, or so.
No, he's a friend to those who have none.
And you know what? When it's a woman, it's a different deal. You know what I mean? He plays like blah 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 blah. Yeah, I look. I seen him in action. Okay, I seen him in action. All right. So did you ever? I mean, I've seen him with that action many times. As a matter of fact, so,
Tony has to.
Huh?
Tony has
not
to.
like I have. Not like I have. But anyway, he plays that part. He plays that part, and it works for him. So hey, whatever works, right? Whatever works. young or old, he'll take them all. You know?
Well, where did that come from?
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I mean, I got pictures, you know. Yeah, and so
You didn't get rid of the pictures yet?
no, I still got them. Young and old, he'll take them all. You know, it doesn't really matter. But you know, at least you know he understands the rule, you know, of the jungle, the 3-day rule. Okay, right? That's it.
Actually, this is a good segue. I know we're at the 55-minute mark. Do you want to dip into the mailbag at some point?
Oh yeah, that's it. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the mailbag. You know, when Tony's mailbag. Want to do that? Go ahead.
Yeah, I stopped by the post office again today. So we have a letter from a big fan of ours who appreciates the way we our thoughtful approach to relationships and would like some advice. Her name is Cassandra Filardo.
Oh, she's Italian. Okay. Right.
From Pittsfield.
That's by Springfield, right? Yeah. Okay.
You know better than I would.
Yeah, Springfield. Yeah.
Dear Joe, Coach, and Tony. She included.
Oh wow. Oh well, that's good.
Yeah. I would like your advice. I have been married for 12 years. We have no children. And my husband and I used to have a very active romantic relationship. We would do things together, and it almost always led to being romantic, in quotes. So I guess that we know what she means by that. But for some reason, he has not been in the mood for the past 8 months.
3-day rule.
I have what?
3-day rule.
It's not. They're married.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, I got a mosquito here I got to deal with.
Oh Jesus. You know.
Okay, hold on. I
You were trying to hit me. Were you? You were trying to hit me.
I didn't kill it. You want to hear the rest of her letter?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
we're ready.
of course,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, hold on. I got it. I killed it.
Killing animals on the show.
I know.
There it is. In case you thought-
That's awesome. But you can't see that on the radio. For you people who,
I didn't do it for the radio. I did it for you guys. Okay,
Tony just killed a mosquito.
hold on.
So-
We're gonna get all kinds of phone calls.
No, he hasn't been. For some reason, he hasn't been in the mood for the last 8 months. I have tried everything. I have read Cosmopolitan magazine's 15 Ways to Interest Your Husband and read the book How to Be Your Husband's Mistress, but I am at wit's end. What is happening now is I have a male coworker who has been asking me to go out for drinks. Should I do it? I feel like I deserve to at least have fun with someone. Mayor Cassandra.
That's a good one, Cassandra. That's a good one. Wow, we might need that. We might need another whole show for that.
I don't know about that. Man.
We might need another whole show. That's
I don't know about that one. That's kind of like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know about that one.
You're spending water there, pal.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Tony, what's your take
Yeah,
on it?
what's your take on it, player? What's your take on
I'd like to hear what you guys think.
No,
it?
I asked first.
You know.
I mean, I pulled this out of the mailbag. Come on, guys, pull your weight here. I want to hear your opinions. Then I'll weigh in. I'll tell you what I think at the end.
All right, go ahead.
I don't want to influence you. I know how much influence I have over you guys. So
Yeah, especially me. Yeah, I failed. I'm a failure. So go ahead.
especially you, Joe. Especially you.
Papa Son's a failure.
So what do you think? Cassandra Filardo. She really places a lot of weight on what we think. So let's step up.
Okay, so after listening to, and I'll address that. But after, after listening to that, Chuck Smirkle last week,
Jerry,
Coach
Jerry, it was Jerry Smirble.
Sorry, Jerry Smirkable. Right, right. The coach wanted to bang his girl.
Oh,
You said on the radio you want to bang his girl.
I said that.
Yeah. Oh, Jerry. I don't know. Jerry, we apologize. He's had too much to drink. But anyway, getting back to Cassandra, right? I don't know. if I were you, I don't know. I don't think I'd do that. Right? You know, right? Would you? I don't think so.
Well, if it was somebody married,
No, she's
wife,
married.
yeah, I mean,
She's married. It's and and Cassandra, to tell you the truth, you know, no disrespect, but you probably, you know, your husband's not interested in you, right?
bingo.
That's it.
Bingo.
You know,
But
he's-
you've gone through
yeah.
you've gone through the 3-date rule.
Right.
It's over.
It's not the 3-date rule.
It's
We're
over.
that part's gone.
3
We're
days.
talking about Cassandra.
Right, and you've gone past the 3-date
No,
rule.
no.
He's 8-month rule.
No, I know, but they're married. Okay, what I'm saying to you is like, your husband's not interested in you. You don't turn him on anymore.
Right.
So, and your husband's actually probably going on banging somebody like 10
Yes,
times
he
better than
is.
you,
Yes, he is.
right? And so I don't know the background of you, but I think that
That's got a lot to do with the background.
that has a lot to do with it, you know. And actually, and I'm glad you said that, okay, because next week we have a new sponsor called Spicy Cubes.
Oh, jeez.
And then they said that you can only take them when you're in your house. Why I said that, I really don't. Why they said that, I don't know. So we'll
Really?
find out next week. Tony's going to take them.
They're going to give us a case?
No, we're getting 3 boxes of them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to, I'll probably try one. Tony will try one. You know, or whatever.
So what's the bottom line here for Cassandra? Because her question was, is it okay for her to go out for drinks with her male coworker who seems to be interested based on what she's experiencing at home? Fine, you're saying her husband's cheating on her probably, and he's not into her.
Yeah, it is. No, we can go on all night with this.
Yeah, your husband doesn't like you anymore.
So is it okay for her to accept going out for drinks with a male coworker?
And your husband won't mind either. You know why?
Yeah, because he's not paying
Yeah,
you.
he doesn't really care about you, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so go out and do what you got to do, and then get divorced. And
If he wants to wait 8 months and not touch you,
they're married for 8 years, he said.
Yeah, so.
No.
But
No, they
yeah,
weren't.
Okay.
Let's get it right. They've been married
Yeah,
for
right.
12,
Okay.
and she's not getting sex from her husband for 8 months.
Right, but she's
Anybody out there is going to go without sex for 8 months,
you know, I mean,
you know, do what you got to do.
Well, so I suggest one thing before you do that. You know, just give him some head, see what happens.
Well, anything,
Right? I mean, you know what?
anything. But if he's not cuddling up to you, then or vice versa, it's not cheating as far as I'm concerned. Because who's going to go 8 months without having sex? Who's gonna go? I mean, one thing if he's cheating on her, they live together, sleep in bed together, they have sex once a week, even once a month. I don't care.
Right.
But if he hasn't had sex with her, she had 8 months. She deserves to go out and enjoy herself. Life's too short.
Okay.
That's my thinking. Life's too short. No, don't go out and cheat on her. But if she's not giving you nothing, or he ain't giving you nothing,
Yeah, but maybe she don't turn him on.
well, then it's like I said.
Maybe she has an overbite.
It's time.
You know, I don't know. You know,
It's
and I
time to
want
move
to tell you.
on.
I want to tell you. Speaking about overbite, I I have this perfect girl. That I found for the coach, and I want to bring her up. You know, because to tell you the truth, I think she's awesome. And this is a perfect girl for you.
Yeah, is she a real girl or she's
She's
a girl?
no, she's a real girl. She's a real girl, and here she is.
All right, where is she?
Did you hear that?
She needs sex too.
No.
Nothing wrong with her.
No, but she said she would take her teeth out and give you a no denture adventure. I think that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, it is.
A no denture adventure. But yeah, that was
she
her.
she needs a good time.
No, yeah, but
What?
that's what she does. She takes her
Teeth out.
the teeth out. But yeah, for no denture adventure. But you know, you find all these people on this thing. But yeah, so Cassandra,
So you think the security? What's her name?
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Did we have enough information? Tony or what?
Yeah, Tony didn't say anything.
No, he's not saying much at
He
all.
doesn't say anything.
You want me to? So what I would say, Cassandra, what I would say is
He's going to
maybe sit down with your husband and
Fuck.
just
He's
point
good,
blank,
he's good.
Yeah, he's
just
going.
point blank. What's going on? What do you want? But
How
don't
about
you?
just sucking his dick? How about that?
Yeah. You have him,
you have to sit
consent.
down, you know.
And it's not like she's holding back. She wants to have
Yeah.
sex. He
What
doesn't.
do you want to sit down and have a conversation with a notebook and shit like that? You know what I mean? You just say, hey,
I have a hard time with that, Tony.
Yeah.
If he,
you're too nice, Tony. You're too nice. You know what I mean?
if he wants something and she ain't giving it to him, vice versa, she's,
Yeah.
you know, what's the sense in having a relationship?
She got to give up the rhythm. Okay, she has to give up the rhythm, right? That's it.
Rhythm.
That's what we call it in the hood.
The rhythm.
All right, Tony, what are you saying? So you saying that?
No, you know.
Yeah,
listen
well,
to
I
Tony.
did. I said
He
I
was
would
well
sit down. I would sit down with her husband before she goes out for drinks and just tells him this isn't working for her. That she needs more and she needs intimacy in her relationship. And if he doesn't want that, then they're going to have to think about how they're going to deal with that. And it isn't going to be by her remaining celibate for the rest of her life. So
Exactly. Good point. Good point.
that's the way I'd approach it.
All right. Well, that's yeah. Well,
All right. With that being said,
yes. That's our show for tonight.
We'll end on that note.
Yeah, Cassandra.
Cassandra, hopefully helped you.
We hope that Tony helped you.
I know Joe and I didn't. But,
You know, I mean,
well, Tony might have helped you.
but
But that's what Tony does. So
you got to give up the rhythm. That's all I'm saying.
Rhythm method.
talk about rhythm.
Um,
Time to move on.
or you can give him a no gum, no denture adventure, which would be good too.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, that's our show for tonight. And thanks for dropping in.
Listen to us, knuckleheads.
Yeah. Speak for yourself. We'll see you next week. This is show number 200 on Night Talk with Joe.
Yeah, happy 200.
Yeah.
It lived up to the hype. I got to say, it lived up to the hype.
It lived up to the hype, and you know what? This is another special day. It's called Juneteenth.
Oh, yeah,
Juneteenth.
Oh,
Okay.
Happy
And for all you
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth celebrators, happy
Good luck.
Juneteenth. Yeah.
It's Juneteenth. How did that snuck up on us, didn't it?
The Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snuck
No,
right up.
I watched. Well, I think that was a federal holiday, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
it
it's a
was.
federal holiday.
It is.
So
Yeah, it was a federal
no
holiday.
Maybe
mail,
it isn't anymore. Right?
no banks, none of that stuff. So yeah, that was good. But anyway, thanks for tuning in tonight to Night Talk with Joe Rocks with the coach and Tony, and three
The
of us will
avocado says goodbye.
Yeah, the avocado says goodbye, and we'll see you next week.
The avocado. What was the avocado? He ate it.
No,
That's why.
he knows holding it. He's probably putting it down his balls. But we'll see you next week.
I would have before.
Don't forget 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, the road race in 2 weeks. Yep.
Road race 2 weeks.
Tony's working on the bridge over there.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do before the chassis powder.
Oh, the powder.
What's he talking about?
The powder. He's talking about the powder. He put in his
Powder.
But he just held
He
up.
put it in cereal.
No, he just pulled the hell an apple or something like that.
An apple.
Yeah. What was that? An apple? Huh? What was that thing? Oh, it was
Avocado.
avocado. Yeah.
Avocado.
Well, yeah. But yeah. So
Good night, everybody.
good night, everybody. This is Night Talk with Joe Rocks. Radio in Boston. Good night, everybody.
Good night, universe.